What's going on, guys? Welcome to a Titanfall 2 gameplay commentary sort of thing. And in this game, you'll see me get 6 Titans. I'm in the first right now, and it is just getting jumped by the other pilots on the enemy team because I called in this Titan within like a few seconds into the game, and the enemy pilots all freaked out and all decided to come and run over and try to take my batteries. As you can see, there's the second one already trying to take my battery. I ended up killing him and put the battery back, and it's pretty funny because like everyone was trying to kill me and I was just getting free charges on my Titan core. But yeah, in this game you'll see me get 6 Titans. I'm in the first right now, and I believe I hold the world record right now for most Titans called in a single game. And I don't even think I've seen anyone get anywhere close to 6. Don't even think I've seen anyone get 5 Titans in a single game. 6 is actually a lot, but with these tips that I'm going to explain, you guys can all get a guaranteed 3 to 4 Titans every single game in Bounty Hunt. So tip number 1 for trying to charge up your Titan is to use dice roll. And I know that might sound kind of lame because you can get some pretty stupid boosts, like AWOL or something. I mean, some people like using that, but it's not really that good. But for charging up your Titan, you can get some pretty good boosts, such as like ticks, pilot sentry, amped weapons, smart pistol, map pack, or even like battery, for instance. And the reason why you want to use dice roll is because it charges in 35% of your Titan timer, and that's actually faster than all of the better abilities, and you can get things like amped weapons, which normally takes like 80% to charge. I believe it's like the highest. You can get amped weapons in 35% of your Titan charge, and you can get amped weapons like a few seconds into the game. I actually ended up getting like ticks in this game mode, and the ticks helped me get like 1 or 2 kills and helped me charge up my Titan meter, so that's how I ended up calling a Titan within like the first few seconds of the game. So yeah, dice roll is the number 1 thing for trying to charge your Titan and call it in quick and be the first one to call in your Titan. And the second most important thing to help you charge up your Titan, and this is if you have like trouble charging up your Titan, is picking up batteries. I know you just saw me run over a battery right over there and didn't pick it up. But batteries are always laying on the floor, and you're going to want to pick up those batteries and give them to a team Titan. And the reason for that is because when you give it to a teammate's Titan, you actually charge your own Titan timer by 35%, and that'll give you a free dice roll right there. But yeah, you'll charge your own Titan timer by 35%, and you can charge your full Titan timer in just 3 batteries, which is kind of crazy. I see 3 batteries lying on the floor lots of times in games, especially on the more open maps. You'll see batteries just lying all over the place, and if you pick up 3 of those and give them to teammates' Titans, 1, your teammates will be happy. They'll get their core charged pretty fast, and then also you'll have a Titan ready to call in just 3 batteries. And yeah, that's pretty helpful. So the third and final tip for calling in pretty much Titans all game is nuclear ejection. And the reason you're going to want nuclear ejection, for reasons you'll see here in a second, is because you can do so much damage to anything in the area around you, and I'll explain why that's important in just a second. As you'll see right here, I'm calling in my second Titan, and you want to only call in Titans during the AI waves, being like the Grunts, Spectres, and Reapers. You want to call in your Titan during those waves, just because it'll keep your Titan timer sort of good, and you don't want to be like off on your Titan calling, because if you call it in during a bounty Titan wave, then you're sort of like off on your Titan calling, and it won't really work exactly what we're trying to do. But you want to let your Titan die a bit, because you want to sort of lose some health. Oh, and this guy in the window right over here, he's playing like whack-a-mole with me. It was the stupidest thing ever, but I ended up getting him. Pretty funny though. But yeah, you want to sort of let your Titan die a little bit during this wave, and by the time it's the bounty Titan wave, you're going to want to let your Titan sort of die to the bounty titan. I meleeed that guy and he should have died, and you'll see me try to melee him again. Like, watch over here, I'll try to melee him, my melee goes through, but I still end up getting kicked in the face. Thanks. But yeah, when the bounty titan comes in, as you'll see here in a second, the banks are still open up, but once the banks close, the bounty titan will actually drop down right over next to me, and you're going to want to let your titan die to the bounty titan, and sort of do your nuclear ejection on the bounty, because you'll have your entire titan completely charge up from the nuclear ejection. You'll collect the bounty, and then you'll also have at least $500 ready to bank. So doing the nuclear ejection is really powerful because it takes down the entire bounty titan's health, as you'll see right here. I'm in my second titan, right? My titan's about ready to die, it's in the doom state, and this is when you're going to want to start to run over to the titan and just let it self-destruct on the enemy AI titan. Because as you see right there, I just nuclear ejected all over it, and my titan is ready to call in again, and so that's how you get another Titanfall charge instantly, just like that. So as you'll see in this gameplay, I am actually using the Legion Titan. I'm not a big fan of Legion, I'm just trying to use them to get all the Titans to G2. My favorite is either Scorch or Tone, but I would say the best Titans for this game mode would be the 5 health bar Titans, mainly because the 3 health bar Titans die too quick and they're not really good for fighting other Titans. And I'd actually say that Scorch is the best for any AI game mode, being attrition or bounty hunt, because of his gas canisters. His gas canisters are really good for area controlling, and they're really good for AI killing as well, because when the AI drops down from their drop pods, all you have to do with Scorch is just put a few of those gas canisters down on the floor, and light them up with your thermite launcher, and the whole ground is covered in fire. Any enemies in the area will die, and all the AI coming down will just get destroyed instantly by your fire. And you can pretty much kill all the AI in an area with those gas canisters. It's really powerful. Great for taking down enemy titans. Scorch is probably one of the more powerful titans if you know how to use him well. Although Legion, I'm using him in this game mode. Legion is a really good titan for titan killing as well. Ronin is really good for killing AI. I just feel that Scorch is more powerful than Ronin at killing AI. And Ronin, you want to try to avoid other titans, and so I don't really recommend Ronin because you're sort of avoiding the titans and really only good for pilot killing and AI killing. Scorch is a jack of all trades. He's really good, and if you know how to use him well, then you can get lots of kills with him. But as you'll see right here, I'm actually calling in my third titan. There it is. And going along with my sort of titan calling in, only calling the titans in during the AI waves. That's what you want to do. And you'll see me actually take on these 2 titans, this one right here, and then the Ronin behind me. And with titans, you want to sort of prioritize. I know that there's a Ronin behind me, and there's a Legion in front of me. I wanted to prioritize the Legion because he was more of a threat than that Ronin was. And here you'll see where that Legion actually had the nuclear ejection, and if you have phase shift, it's really helpful because you can just go into your sort of phase shift world, and the nuclear ejection doesn't even affect you there, so you can just pretty much stand right in the nuclear ejection, then right as it's about to explode, use your phase shift and just completely forget about it. Sadly, I didn't get any kills with it, and I lost my Titan. But I'm pretty good at charging up my Titan, so I'll have another Titan really quick and I'll be ready to call it in and let it die by the time it's the bounty wave. Another little tip that may seem obvious, but if you're having trouble calling in your Titans and you don't really find many batteries all over the place, just play the objective a bit. I mean, if you're playing Amped Hardpoint, Capture the Hardpoint, If you're playing attrition or bounty hunt, go ahead and kill a few AI enemies like some stalkers, some grunts, because those will charge up your Titan timer pretty quick. And as you'll see right here, I am calling in my 4th Titan, although sadly this 4th Titan was also short-lived. So in this Titan, I go ahead and get in, and I immediately go over to the left over here. You don't see any orange marker saying that a Titan is dropping, and then boom, I just die by a Titan that randomly decided to drop in on me. And I was so pissed that I just had 2 Titans back to back that both died pretty quickly. But it's not too big of a deal. Get right back into it, keep playing the objective, and eventually get my Titan charge back, and yeah, it's all good. So other than that, that's all for the tips for calling in Titans. If you're ever having trouble calling in Titans in a game, just be sure to follow these tips and you can call in guaranteed 3 to 4 Titans in a game of Bounty Hunt. But yeah, I will call in my 5th Titan later on in this gameplay, and then shortly after I'll get my 6th Titan. So I hope you all enjoy the rest of this game, and let me know what you guys think of these tips in the comment section below. I really do appreciate you guys' responses on these, and I may do some more tips like these in the future, but other than that, have a nice day. See you guys.